What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on iRacing for another week of Ringmeister, and this is the second week that I have had circled. After we drove the Solstice a couple weeks ago, I said, okay, that was a lot of fun and very stressful, but I enjoyed it obviously to a great extent. We're going to aim for the Ford GT2. First of all, there were 40 people signed up for this. It's split into two fields of 20. I didn't know that many people owned the Ford GT2 to be honest with you. But anyways, I admit fully right now that I am driving really pissed off. I ran a great Q lap, would have been a 6:33, which would have been my best lap of the week, and I got a netcode 2x on the inside of the last corner, which cost me pole. Two guys did get laps in, but they were both in bottom splits. So, yeah, we're going to see how it goes. We got to start out behind Eduardo, which is what it is. He's very fast, but he did wreck on his Q lap, so that's not out of the question. So we're just going to have to stay on top of him, keep pressure on. Obviously, 3 laps is not too terrible around here. Should take 19 minutes or so, maybe 20. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Just try to stay alive. Obviously, the setup is not nearly as good as our, normal B-Class Series Proto GT true open setups that are built custom, obviously. It's a little bit lazy. It feels kind of bouncy and rolly. It feels very Ringmeistery. But the main issue is that the gearing is awful. I've had a hell of a time trying to reprogram my brain how to run this car with this gearing. It's just really difficult. It breaks my brain for sure. So potential for mistakes, potential for misshifts, downshift wise at least, with where my thoughts are. So we'll see how much I talk during this. But anyways, I hope you have a great day. Make sure you drop that like, sub down below if you are new. Don't want to miss anything else coming up. We're back in K5 tomorrow night at New Michigan, I believe. And then we're either going to have on Thursday the announcement video that I've teased a little bit, or PCC, whichever I can get in. And then Friday will be WRL at Lime Rock. And then the opposite video, PCC or the announcement video, will be Monday. And then we'll be on to whatever's next week. So yeah, definitely upset because I got cost the pole position, or got costed. Not, I'm trying to focus here and get ready to go. We don't have the pole. We're starting second, which could be a lot worse. But again, Eduardo, although very fast, he's gonna have to keep on the black stuff, as will the rest of us, obviously. So a lot of fast guys though. Tyler, Pierre, we've raced with both of them before in this. I don't recognize Taylor. We've raced with Ryan before, so definitely some fast cars in here for sure. But we're gonna have to just play it by ear, stay alive, try to break up this pack if we can, and go from there. So yeah, grab your drinks, grab your snacks. Hope you enjoy it. Again, hope you have a great Tuesday today. And yeah, we'll see if I'm still pissed in about 15 or 20 minutes time. So let's get on the grid and we will get ready to rock and roll. No fast repair, of course. I can type. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Probably go single file here to start, as is kind of traditional for Ringmeister, just to make sure everything gets sorted out and we can get through the first several corners cleanly.
Fast grid, people, fast grid.
So yeah, pressure is on for sure. Would love to be at the front, but again, second's not the worst. I think Eduardo may even be faster than I am, but again, you never want to not be. It's always better to be out front. It's always better to be able to control this start, get some clear space, get the first couple corners underneath you at whatever pace you want. So obviously, we're just going to have to play this one by ear and be smart and smooth. So let's get to it. We will get ready to go. Again, pretty short pace lap around here. I feel good. I feel very comfortable, obviously. This car, I would imagine I have more seat time basically in this car than most of these guys, at least recently for sure. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I feel good. I feel ready to rock. Hopefully, again, we can still be alive, survive, have some fun, compete for the front. Don't need to win, but I'd love to stay at the front competitive and hopefully have a good result. That would be a win for me. And again, I'm just excited to do another week of Ringmeister. Again, it was cool to run the Solstice. We won one, finished fourth in one. So if we can get another top 5 here in this, I think that will be a good result. But I think that we have potential to compete maybe for the win. We'll see what kind of pace these guys have, and again, who can stay alive. This is a tricky car around here. So I'll focus up and we'll get through these first several corners. Hope you enjoy it, and let's get to it. Still mad. We'll see if I'm mad in a little bit here. Let's go.
what you're doing, buddy.
Field's a little bit spread there, a little bit cheeky from Eduardo on his start, but we made it. I'd love to pull some gap on the cars behind. If we can spread this thing out, that would be awesome. But if not, we just gotta, again, stay alive here for sure. Again, not sure if I can keep up with him or not, but we're gonna try. Obviously, if he gets too far away, he will have no pressure, of course, so. We know Pierre is very fast in this car. We've raced with him plenty in the past in Proto GT. Didn't quite get up through there as well as I'd like, but it was a little bit conservative still on the cold tire. Not that tires being the biggest deal in this car, but still. Obviously a very difficult car to wrestle around here for sure, but very, very fun. I've loved my Proto GT races around here in this car. It's just so engaging. Up here through this sector I've really struggled at. The car feels very unnatural. Just about got through there. It's like between first and second gear, but we made it. Field's staying pretty tight together. These front five or so are still in close proximity here, so everybody doing a great job so far. Again, need a quick upshift here and back to second for pretty much no reason. Quick upshift to fourth here for no reason. And right back down to third for miss, hit, miss. It's a really slow corner here. We're actually going to use first. So we have kind of lost that toe range from Eduardo here, so definitely not getting any strong sucks like the car behind or cars behind. We have created some gap between 5th and 6th here so far. That was a little bit sloppy for me there. I didn't get a great exit either, but that's okay. Everybody's still doing pretty well here. Still in close proximity. Cool to see the Ford getting some use in Ringmeister though. Obviously not the most popular car, at least for the United States crew in Proto GT, but very cool to see it used here. Guys behind me up a lot of ground up the hill there. We got one dead back there. Ryan. I think that was Ryan. Oh, lost it out of the carousel. Just left the carousel bit. We'll just let these guys go. Better to get back in line and survive than die. Just my own mistake there, pushing a little bit too hard, but we're still okay. Again, survival's half of this, so just gotta avoid any more mistakes, any more major mistakes for sure. Although that was sloppy. Gearing is really screwing me up again through this section. Guy behind, I think his name is Thomas. Yep, I just looked at the relative there briefly. He was very fast in the warm-up as well. So yeah, sucks that we lost a little bit of track position there, but again, this is all arbitrary at this point. We got plenty of laps to go and long straightaways and such, so We'll see. We'll play it by ear. I was in there far too deep, far too deep, far too aggressive. Luckily we lived. Big slide over the crest there for Pierre. That will probably keep me in the tow through the Beloff S here. Driving poorly for sure. We got Thomas right up behind us now, who's made up a bunch of ground with all of our mistakes there. So Eduardo has gotten away. That's okay. Definitely lost some good ground here. We will go by Pierre for now. So we'll get back to third place. For whatever that's worth. Front five pretty separated. Great first lap by Thomas though. He's up from 9th. So we've lost some ground to Tyler, but that's okay. Oh, he's dead up ahead. We're good. Okay, we're good. I was very confused there on our fuel, but we're good. So we're back up to P2. Mistake from Tyler there will definitely cost him. He's got to have some rear end damage from that. Does choose to come to pit road.
Uh-oh.
Then there were 4 at the front, or really Eduardo and then the rest of us, so. Oh, but he's made a mistake and crashed by himself. That's what I was telling you. You can be as fast as you want, but you gotta not die, and he's died, so. So he's no longer in contention. Leaves us with 3, Thomas, Pierre, and myself all of a sudden, so. How the turns table. Alright, well, now we're right back in it. We got something to fight for again. I mean, not that we didn't earlier, but.
I've only ever raced on locking. It's not too bad at locking, but these,
again, we know Pierre is very fast. Obviously, Thomas has great speed, so.
suspension's look flashy. Very bouncy. Gotta be careful.
Alright, no more mistakes. There goes Pierre behind us. Not sure if there was contact between he and Thomas or not. Something happened there. Still fighting it out there, side by side now. Pierre is just going to let him go, I'd assume, here. He does indeed, so. Not saying it's an alt or anything, but just very, very fast pace here from Thomas so far. Again, front 3 is separated though, so I'd be happy if we finish in any of these positions, honestly. Obviously, it's proving difficult. A lot of mistakes so far from fast front contenders, so. Just gotta not be one to make any. I was worried about our fuel there for a second. It was reading very strangely. Keep an eye on it. We might be short. It's gonna be iffy, but definitely not comfortable by any means. So, regardless. Keep an eye on that. 7.5 gallons should be plenty, but you never know. Pierre took a big dive up into there. Crossover from Thomas. They can go at it, that's fine by me. Sorry, that was Thomas coming back. Interesting. Very aggressive. A little bit scared of the inside curb. Thought I'd hit it, but we're good. Quite aggressive, are we? All right, well, we'll just keep hanging out. Don't know what else we can really do. Obviously a long way to go. He's just launching that thing up in there. That was better. God, he's just pulling us like crazy. So much more confidence. That's wild. Field is quite spread now behind us, though. Lost a little bit there, got too wide out of the second carousel. That'll keep us on top of him. That's fantastic for me. Keep us close here. We can experiment a little bit. That wasn't great out of there from me. Should have plenty of fuel. We'll be plenty good. Thought it might be close, but we're good. It's just because I have a margin built in. That's why it's not liking it. But anyways. Top three of us still separated here. Nathan about 6.5 seconds back, Leandro about 12. So no danger of getting caught unless we make a mistake or have a crash. However far we were back there, I didn't pay that much attention to. It was too far. Definitely can't pass here in that amount of space. So need to be closer, about half a second or so to have a dive and have a go. Oh, there we go. What a save. Quite scary. That was a hell of a save, though. Almost died. Alright, one to go. We don't lead another lap, but that's alright. Doesn't matter. That was a hell of a save by Thomas. That was so close to doing exactly what Tyler did, dying. I don't think I can keep up with him, but we gotta try to stay close, obviously. Hope the tow keeps us in the ballpark. Yeah, the aggression and confidence with the curbs is wild. Doing my best. Oh, Nathan's wrecked behind us, or at least gone off a little bit, so we have plenty of gap. Now again, not that it really matters unless we make a mistake. Yeah, these things have no downforce as it is, but you damage that rear end and the rear wing and diffuser and you're in a world of hurt. So, great 3-car battle once again. Reminds me of that second Solstice race we did back a couple weeks ago. I know what we saw there after the carousel that we just cannot keep up, so gotta do my best, obviously, but we're just not where we need to be. trying to get everything out of it, but still leaving some margin, because it's, again, it can be dead so easily around here in any car, but this car especially, so. Definitely ran off there, though. Again, was lucky to save it. Oh, God, the bumps. Just awful. Lost him again, almost died there. We're good. Just caught the curb. Oh, now we're gone. Oh, and we got killed. Sorry, Pierre. Got wheel damage. Hopefully we're okay to continue. It does feel very broken. That's not good. Just a mistake. Got it bouncing. Sorry to Pierre there. Hopefully we're okay to hang on. We have 3 seconds back to Nathan. I don't know how many guys have clean cars left. Eduardo, we know, does not. He came to fix his car, I believe. So with half a lap here, hopefully I can just kind of nurse it. Not my proudest moment. Again, that's the limit. That's the risk. It's unfortunate, but it happens. Gotta be so on the limit here in this car, especially with this set, so. Not ideal. Car is not healthy by any stretch of the imagination. Tyler's died again there. Now we can leave some margin for error here because we have the gap behind. So, not proud of it. That's my first mistake in a while, but again, felt like we had to push, try to keep up, and it bites you around here for sure, so. Car is not healthy. I'm sure we got all sorts of right rear wheel damage, but with the gap that we have, we should be okay. As long as I don't make a further mistake, we shouldn't lose 8 seconds in about a third of a lap here, so. Unfortunate that Pierre got involved in that. My apologies. Apparently that was a 4X. I don't know where the 4 came from, unless it was all 4X car contact. I thought it was a 2, but either way. Not great, but that's alright. A lot of corners around here, they happen. Yeah, this set is just, I mean, the car is broken now, so it's irrelevant, but the set is just not optimized at all. Like gearing, if nothing else, but the whole thing is just, it feels like they took all the progress out. It feels like they built this before the update last season, which I don't think to be the case, and would be really stupid if that was the case, but it just feels not right. It feels too bouncy, too wavy, not connected to the racetrack at all, which again, obviously, in quite stark contrary to the open sets that we build around here, which are, you know, give you all the confidence in the world, and the confidence is what kills you. This is like the set is that kills you. So plenty of margin for error, just cruising, not going anywhere here. Don't fuck it up over one of these crests. Plenty of gap. Eduardo's dead behind us again. Very, very unstable right now, so we're good. Again, honestly, if we stayed where we were, we probably would have finished third anyways, because Pierre would have passed us down the long straight, so I'm not too terribly displeased about that. If we can finish third, I don't like the 4X, obviously, as you know, but it could have been a whole hell of a lot worse, because mistakes were happening left and right, and again, considering I came into this pretty upset, we'll take it. Great race at the front there, guys. That was awesome fun. Sorry about the 4X, Pierre. I just got the thing bouncing, as you know.
Yeah, that was frustrating I've ever had around here. Really good job, guys.
Yeah, that guy's flying. He and Eduardo were just mega fast. Not sure what's up with that, but we're going to have to do some studying. So, we'll come through. We'll just get through these last couple corners smoothly. We'll take a P3, which isn't what I wanted. Obviously, the 4X isn't what I wanted, but I had fun. It really was good. Yeah, 630 flat. We're not doing that, so. Right here, we 0x or just netcode 2x the wall and Q, cost us the pole, but we'll finish third. Pretty pleased with that. We'll keep cruising here for some more corners, try to keep the SR up. Not that it really matters, but so yeah, a little bit disappointing, but more so in the 4x and the mistake I made than the result. I think third was a solid result, especially given that Eduardo was faster than us and Thomas was clearly faster than us, and even if they weren't, I think that Pierre probably likely or could have at least passed us. You know, on the last lap down the last straight from where he was right behind us. So I think that second was the maximum for this attempt. I think we'd already lost where Thomas was at there. Third is good though. Hopefully we gain a little bit of ironing out of that. 15 or 20, that would be a good result. Thankfully Eduardo's jacking the SOF up quite a bit. He's 5K and some change, so just gotta make sure I don't bin it here by myself cruising around for SR. So let everybody get across and finish before I do anything really stupid. But I hope you enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. We'll go watch my mistake and see where it all kind of went wrong. I tried to spin out of the way if I could without hitting the wall, but he obviously couldn't avoid me from where we were at and got me right in the right rear tire. My own fault, you know, that happens. So can't expect every time I spin for everybody to miss me, especially around here. So not like he could just slam on the brakes or swerve or anything. So that's all good. Not concerned. Can't remember last time I had a 4X though. It's been quite a while, so. Awesome to get back in the Ford. Again, it was a lot of fun. We had probably at best third place pace, maybe fourth place, so to come out of here with third is good. Again, more disappointed in the incident than the finish, really. I mean, I told you I'd be happy with the top 5, but already upset from the Q thing that happened, and you know, losing that pole lap, and then you know, it is what we weren't going to hold on at the front anyways, but I would have liked to have been up there. But anyways, it's just a combination of all this stuff that gets to you and frustrates you. So I'm all in all still pretty pleased with the result, how everything went. Felt good about the pace. I felt good about my comfort. Set's not great, so honestly, if you're thinking about running this, if you love the Ford, you'll probably enjoy this. If you're like 50-50 on the Ford, this set will probably ruin it for you. But definitely make sure you test and try it out before you hop into a race. That would be not the time to figure it out, as Tyler apparently did, which again, he had great pace, so maybe he has some Ford experience, just not with this set. So yeah, how many cars we got to finish yet? Just one? Couple maybe? So yeah, this will get dragged out a little bit. There's the finish. All right, so we got about a third of a lap or half of a lap around, so hopefully we don't lose any SR from that. Oh yeah, we got pancaked in the right rear, so let's go find our incident here. It was right about, what, halfway through the lap or so. Yeah, right up here, just see what happened. Trying to stay close, knowing that there's a long straightaway coming up, and got the thing bouncing right there. Touched the curb, thought I had it, and just it was as soon as I dropped the left rear. We probably could have saved this right there, but as soon as I dropped this left rear on the curb, we were done. So probably could have saved this, but as soon as we touched that grass, dropped the left rear, got this, you know, all sorts of yaw out, we were done. And I tried to spin out of the way without hitting the wall. It must be something going on with netcode, because it gave me wheel damage even though he hit me in the back, which is really unfortunate. But again, I wouldn't have pointed that out, except I got the 4X netcode. I'm trying to see if this will spin around and give us a better angle. Yeah, I mean, he hit us back here, but damaged the wheel somehow. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day, but apologies to Pierre for that. Obviously don't want to give him incident points by any means. 6 for Eduardo, 11 for Tyler. The 4 that I just gave Pierre is unfortunate. 0 for Taylor. I don't know if he started though. Thomas had 1, probably that one we were following him. So yeah, not great. Again, maybe the netcode's a little broken or can't keep up with this, because obviously we had the incident point in qualifying. So let's check out what the results say. We keep the 499, which is great with the 4X, no problem. Plus 18 ironing, we'll take that. If we finished second, probably would have been over 4,700. But again, none of that means anything. It makes no difference. Minus 20 for Eduardo there, and he had a 6X, so he did lose his 499. So I'm pretty pleased with that. Again, Lap 2 was 35 flat, excuse me. We probably could have gone a little bit faster than that, but you know, that's a pretty solid lap time. So I'm pretty pleased with that. 6:30 we were not doing, and then again, Eduardo, if he could have run a clean lap, would have been probably in that same boat, 6:30 or so. And I don't have that kind of pace in me, so I don't really feel great about the set. 100 iRating, that's not right, man. Is this an alt? Whatever. I'm not going to look at it publicly, but if this is an alt, that explains it, because 6:30 is not that sub 2K kind of pace in this car around here. So no matter, I'm not going to be upset about it. Just, you know, again, I can't talk really because it's JK3, but it's also the only account because JK is not active anymore. But whatever, neither here nor there. Anyways, yeah, I had fun. Set could have been better, but I still had a lot of fun, learned a lot. And again, if you like the Ford, you'll probably enjoy this and recommend it. I talked to Carl earlier. He said he didn't get on with the set, and so he's not going to give this a whirl. But Will or anybody else that does enjoy this would probably enjoy it around here. So yeah, that's going to be it. Appreciate you all so very much. Again, drop that like, sub down below. I appreciate you all so much. Again, tomorrow, probably check out K5 at Michigan. Probably my worst track on the sim, or my worst oval at least, my worst big oval. So yeah, we're going to just wing that, see how that one goes. So that's going to be tomorrow. Again, PCC or the announcement video will be Thursday. Then the opposite one will be Monday. And then Friday we have WRL Xfinity Series at Lime Rock. So that's what's coming up the next 4 or 5 days. And again, thank you all so much for the love and support. And we will see you in whatever is next. So till next time, as always, bye-bye.